So these are the sport earbuds. Now, as I take these out of my ears, let me talk a bit about why I haven't bought sport earbuds in the past. And simply, it's kind of because the word sport. I love doing sports when I was younger. I don't do a lot of sports now, so I'm like, why would I get sports headphones? But now that I've been using these, I need to tell you, sport headphones are for everyone. And what I mean by that is I have actually tried sport headphones in the past, and in the past they've been kind of bulky and uncomfortable. I haven't really been a big fan of these, but I really like the design on these. They go around your ear. They're somewhat noticeable. They're not the most comfortable earbuds I've ever tried, but you hardly even notice they're there. And the reason I like it so much is I do a lot of yard work. I'm in the garden a lot. I bend over a lot. These simply don't fall out. And even if the earpiece does come loose a little bit, it still stays on your ear. You just have to kind of push it in there. You don't have to worry about it falling out. So yes, technically these are sport earbuds, but really I think they should be called like active earbuds, or I don't know. I'm not a marketing person, obviously, but I really do like these. I like the sound. It's got really good sound, and I really like the app. So let me go ahead and show you the app, kind of what you get out of the box, and then talk about what I do and don't like about these. Before I do that, let me just mention that these were sent to me so I could make this video. These are specifically sport earbuds, but they work well for just about anything. Pretty fancy case. So in the packaging, if you unfold this here, you will find the other earbud sizes. I like the larger ones, so let's go ahead and install those now. How I like to install these is by folding this inside out like this. And then when you try to put it on, it's pretty easy. You just fold it over like that, and then you put it the right way. The nice thing about this style of earbud is simply that this goes around the ear so that it doesn't fall out. And once you put this in the case, it does charge. And a nice thing about the charging case is it has the cable here, so you can just plug it into your computer or anywhere you have a charger. Nice and straightforward. To pair this, all you have to do is remove the earbuds from the case. That will put them into pairing mode, and you can see they just popped up here, so I just have to press connect and we are good to go. I highly recommend you use the JLab app with these earbuds, so let's go ahead and connect the device. So it should find these automatically because it's connected via Bluetooth, and sure enough it pops up. You can see the battery level for both of these just over about 50%. This does come with Be Aware mode, so you can turn that on and you can hear the environment around you, but you can also customize this to your liking. It also has an equalizer with a few different presets, or you can do a custom equalizer if you would like to do that. I tend to enjoy the JLab signature setting, just the default. It is a bit bass heavy, which I like. You can also control the max volume level if you'd like to do that here, and you can check for updates for the firmware here. My favorite thing about this, however, is with the touch control. So you can see here, you can control the left control and the right. You can do anything custom. So if you just press this, it shows you all of the things that you can do. So you can even use a button to switch the equalizer, or to use Google and Siri, or to turn the Be Aware mode on or off. I happen to like the default, which is single tap for volume up and down, double tap for play pause on one earbud, or Google Siri on the other. Doing 3 taps for one earbud does noise control, for the other it switches the EQ, and then if you want to switch tracks, you can just do a long press. I'm connected to my phone via Bluetooth, so the sound you are hearing is coming directly from the earbuds. So if you're on a Zoom or phone call, this is basically what it's going to sound like. Now, I'm not sure exactly if it has noise cancellation. Let's go ahead and try a little test, and you can hear for yourself if it does or not. Let me turn on this razor. Here's the razor. I'm just talking over the razor. Without noise cancellation, this is going to be pretty loud. And speaking of loud, let me go ahead and turn on an even more loud razor. So this should be really quite loud. But yeah, this is what the audio sounds like. I think if I had to pick apart my favorite things about these, it would be that 1, sound is great. 2, I like that it stays on my ear. These are kind of my new working outside earbuds. I like that. And then 3, I simply really like the app and that you can customize things. I do wish these had wireless charging. They do not. I think the idea to have the cord in is kind of a good idea, but honestly, most of the time time, I wish I could just plug in another cable to the charger case. I think they should keep the cable here, but just add another port. That would be really nice. The be aware mode, where you can kind of hear the environment around you, as soon as you turn that on, you do hear a little bit of white noise. I think the be aware mode could be a little bit better, but it is nice that it is adjustable, so you can kind of move the slider to whatever point you want. Ultimately, if you're looking for something with good sound and you're like me and you are outdoors or you move around a lot or you even do housework and you just don't want these to fall out, really nice design, great sound, overall very good earbuds.